welcome back to Lydia's Plate. So today I would like to share with you a homemade toothpaste recipe that I have been using for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 years minimum already now. And I've tried it with a couple different variations. The first year I did ground cloves because the original recipe calls for clove essential oil and I did not have that. I would not recommend it. I would not recommend doing the ground cloves because it was quite abrasive, and then I would often end up with like little ground clove chunks in my teeth, so just like a little black speck or brown speck. And then also I have tried peppermint extract, like what you would put in your cooking, or maybe not cooking, baking, and that felt like it defeated the purpose because I believe, if I'm correct, one second. So there's propylene glycol in here, alcohol, and oil of peppermint. So that propylene glycol, I kind of felt like that defeated the purpose of making an all-natural toothpaste, and I wasn't sure if there was at all possibly any sugar in that, which it doesn't say so in the ingredients, so maybe there isn't, but that is not a big favorite. So what I have started to use over the last couple times is tea tree oil. I found this at Costco. It has been fantastic. It's the Melaleuca Holista brand, and that has been a much bigger hit. It's given better results. Even some of my kids like it. If you would have mint essential oil, then probably the mint would work. The other thing I have experimented with over the last how many years, one batch of this makes about a container like this, almost all the way full, probably about till here, and one little container like that will last me about a year-ish, depending how much I use. I don't use very much, about the size of a small pea, so I would use about that much, and I've got a fuzz in there. So that's about how much I use. It's not very much, and so it lasts me a long time. I have put salt in there in the past because salt being a preservative, I was thinking, oh, it'll preserve my teeth even better. It was way too salty. The baking soda is already very salty, and so that was not a success. The other thing I have experimented with, and I've done like 1 year yes, 1 year no, 1 year yes, 1 year no, that type of thing, is with cocoa powder. So if you don't use the cocoa powder, then it is a little bit runnier, although you saw how thick this is. This is nice and white because there's no cocoa powder in there. With the cocoa powder, of course, it will be brown. But through all my research, the cocoa powder, and in my personal experience, the cocoa powder is said to build enamel. Back when our kids were in public school, one of them came home with a brochure from Hershey's. And it even said in there that one little known fact about cocoa is that it helps rebuild the enamel on your teeth. But the reason why Hershey's can't brag about that is because there's also sugar in chocolate bars. So that's why just eating a chocolate bar doesn't help preserve your teeth. I found that very interesting, and that helped me to kind of see that, okay, maybe some cocoa powder in there would be very beneficial. But because it turns it brown, sometimes it doesn't look as nice when you're spitting it out. I don't know why. Maybe that's just a personal preference thing. I don't know. But I'm to the point now, after experimenting for multiple years, that I don't care. I would much rather spit out brown looking toothpaste and have the benefits of the enamel building and everything in there from the cocoa powder than to omit it and have a whiter toothpaste. I have really found it to make a difference, so much so that sometimes if my tooth starts to hurt a little bit, because sometimes I do have sensitive teeth, if I brush too hard, if I have something very hot and then very cold, every once in a while sometimes my teeth get sensitive again. And if I go put a little bit of toothpaste on that tooth, and literally like by the time I get it on there, I'll say it's this one over here that hurts, I'll put the toothbrush over there with the cocoa toothpaste on there, and then I'll start brushing, say, over here, and within the couple seconds that it takes to brush my teeth and get around till over here, it doesn't hurt anymore, and that lasts for a long time. I don't have sensitive teeth really anymore after using the cocoa powder, although I do now again sometimes, because this batch does not have the cocoa powder in it. And so here for you today, I'm going to be making the toothpaste with the cocoa powder. So let's get started. It is very easy, and welcome to Lydia's plate. Also, sorry for the noise of the dishwasher.
Yes.
There we go. It is that easy to mix up. They say that, oh, I haven't even done the tea tree oil yet. The coconut oil has very good cleaning properties, antifungal properties for within your mouth. Same with the tea tree oil. It is also considered antifungal. It's very good. The cocoa powder gives it a little bit of a chocolatey taste, but most importantly, it is rebuilding the enamel. And the baking soda is for just really good cleaning. Baking soda, I believe, is known as like one of the super cleaning ingredients. So that is all to the research that I have done and my own personal experiments with this for at least 3 years, but I want to say more like 4 or 5 because it's been quite a few years that I've been using this. I hope you have found this helpful and that it encourages you that there are more things that you can make at home and another idea of what you can do from at home to be more self-sustaining. Now I could have also melted this coconut oil, but I chose not to this time, partly because I forgot, and partly because I didn't want to be bothered, and partly because I'm not sure of what a microwave actually does. I'm not anti-microwave, but sometimes I do wonder about it because I've heard a lot about it. So I just didn't feel like using the microwave. If you did use the microwave though, you would be able to rinse out or wash an old toothpaste tube, or I don't know if it's possible to buy a new one on Amazon or something, but you would be able to then pour this into a toothpaste tube. Come get a smell. Plus I put some tea tree oil in there.
Smells like mint.
But there we go. That is it. That is ready to go sit in the bathroom until it's needed, until this one is empty. And so the cleanup is super quick as well. It makes these few dishes. They'll go in the dishwasher once the dishwasher's done. And you saw how quick it was for me to put away those few other ingredients. Now when I take all of this to the bathroom after I get a lid for that one, that will be the end of the cleanup and it's done. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye everyone!